It's your boys in IMJ, we shut it down, man. A comic book look invading your town. Keep it comics, and let the beer flow. Be so global, since our premiere show. Riverdale Studios on fire, we don't know where to park. Technology and booze, it's like we're rolling out like Tony Stark. Skyler, Tom, and Jon, we the bestest. Swag so villainous, so please arrest us. Welcome to a comic book look, everyone. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it. My name's Jon, aka so green screen, so digital, so fresh, so clean. Oh, over here we got, of course, the usual cohorts. Mean Team Supreme. There can be only one. Thomas Lord Divine. What up?
How we doing, guys? Thanks for watching again.
Skyler over here, aka String Bean, going with the green theme.
That's right.
What's going on, you guys? This is a big deal.
Yeah, it's Monumental. I mean, we have been in people's internet for a long time. So,
issue 100, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. Big thank you.
Exactly, comic book look, 100 issues. Who would have thunk? Yeah. We're excited that we made it this far, and we're bringing fucking comic book. Long Box Confidential back at it because it's a fan favorite, and also we're coming from Skyler's new studio 3,
Missile Silo.
Yeah, the Missile Silo, and so we're excited to present here. We got the new opener. Hopefully you saw that and you thought it was funny, and but we're gonna. Before we jump into the comic books, there was some news. You know what I'm saying, dogs? You know what I'm saying?
There was some news.
We are longtime Fables fans, as in we, I mean me, and but I have,
and by extension, the show, so the rest.
Yes,
of us.
exactly. And we went to FablesCon, or Fabletown and Beyond. It was a sick con in Rochester, and the big news is Fables is ending with issue 150. Bill Willingham decided that it wasn't going to work anymore for him to. Come on, Skyler, you messed up the mic again, the boom mic. But yeah, issue 150, it's gonna end. It's gonna happen like a couple, I would say, I think in 1 year. You want to give us plenty of warning beforehand. And so it's sad to see it go, but it's also cool to see an indie comic book, or indie as you get, Vertigo, and it goes 150 fucking issues.
Yeah, dude, and it's been such a cool series. Like, I read it for a while.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. I mean, if Grumpy Mr. Grumpalicious wouldn't have pissed you off.
I know. Then maybe the series would be called itself.
Exactly.
But a comic book look cut the funding. We cut Fables. All right.
Oh, we did not. For the record, I would never do that. And
Bill
Willingham, Mark Buckingham, Steve Leola, Todd Klein.
Mark Buckingham was really nice.
Exactly. The rest of the crew. Thank you guys so much for such a long, awesome run. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Bill Willingham said, he's pushing 60. He didn't want to. He was sick of monthly deadlines and shit. He was going to try to concentrate on specific things for he said the few writing years he has left. So I'm sure he could still go at least another 10.
But Fable seriously was awesome.
Oh yeah, exactly. And 150 issues. I mean, that is huge. It's monumental.
Yeah.
And
he's just looking for that sweet retirement at 65.
Exactly. And how nice will it be? Maybe he does put out like a big B graphic novel every once in a while or something like that. It could happen. But I don't know. You never know.
What do you do?
Exactly. And who knows? I mean, I'm sure there'll never be a Fabletown and Beyond, or maybe he'll have one more, to throw it off. But even if that was just a one-time thing, I mean, how cool of a show it was. I mean,
what a cool idea.
Yeah, I was fucking boss. So definitely, man. I mean, issue 100. We ain't there yet. We're only at 100. You know, he's going at 150.
Yeah. Do you think by 150 we'll be 60 years old?
Yes, I think we do, exactly.
I think we'll at least be ready to retire.
Yeah.
I'm already ready to retire.
Oh, no.
All right.
That's terrible.
But anyway,
Yeah, Long Box Confidential.
yeah, Long Box Confidential.
Let's
teaser
kind of get
taster.
but let's get familiar with where these books came from first of all. Skyler has a real comic book collection, as it turns out. I was over here last night. We painted this beautiful wall behind us, which right now you're not going to see because it'll be decorated with beautiful things. But we alphabetized the bulk of it because I'm kind of just Nazi about it. I'm very by the books.
Because it had to be done. I'm not
By the
leaving your
books.
house until your books are in alphabetical.
Yeah, so I was like, let's get to it. So we did.
So we did.
Yeah.
So John rolls. You want something, he has it.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah. So Skyler, I mean, where the hell did you get these comic books? Who would have known?
Yeah.
Who would have thunk? And,
Obviously, a majority of them I didn't walk into the store and buy myself. They were gifted to me from one of my good friends. But at least half of one of those short boxes are books that I've actually bought, and then there's piles of graphic novels. I bought every one of those, and
Saw a pile of chew out there too.
That was
Did you buy those?
by a good friend.
Did you buy those?
But see, then you got my crown jewels sitting atop of my comic book collection, my Calvin and Hobbes books that are tattered because I've had them since I
They're
was
so awesome though.
in elementary school,
Great
probably
reads.
4th or 5th grade. So,
Great reads.
but yeah, shout out to my friend Sam. Thanks for the books. They're in a good place. Enjoying them here. So,
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam. Deep within the Amazon, captivating plant life, birds making erotic sounds. What? I don't know what that even means. And here we have Tom Devine, indigenous to the jungle of comic books.
All right, welcome to the jungle, motherfuckers. We're digging in a comic book. What do we call it again? Long Box Confidential. And we're digging into the secret, elusive comic books that Skyler has. I know a lot of you people thought that he had 0, but he actually has a few. So here's my pick. All right. Can't look at it, that's the whole key. You can't. I don't like that bag stuff. Let's get this one. Oh, what do we got? Back to Brooklyn, #1. Garth Ennis, Jimmy Palminotti. This should be good. I've never even read it. All right. Nice job, Sky.
that's funny because that's a 1. That's the only
Yeah.
That's the only book of that.
Well, perfect. It's #1.
Sure, so. Alright. Scrape in. I think I gotta go over here. These are more of the books I haven't read. Let's get something in a poly bag. Hack Slash. Number 24.
All right.
Awesome
Quality.
with that.
Some more violent eroticism.
Sounds good. John, you're up.
Not gonna look. Nope. Okay. Boom. Ghost Rider issue 34. Na.
This should be good.
See how it treats me.
All right, guys. So we all dug in.
Yep.
We all pulled.
Yep.
I got Image Comics, Back to Brooklyn, Garth Ennis, Jimmy Palminotti, and I'm going to butcher this, Mihalio Vuklik as the artist. And so the story is by Jimmy Palminotti and Garth Ennis. And then it's written by Garth Ennis and artwork by the first name that I butchered. And so it's kind of funny, they explained it in the end that, like Jimmy Palminotti and Garth Ennis were just hanging out and shooting the shit, and they came up with a story idea, and then, just so happened they got to make a comic book out of it. What it is it's basically this guy who's a mobster, Bob. He gives himself up in the first page. He's the second in head of a huge family that controls all of Brooklyn. The cops take his information. They go try to arrest some people. The people they go try to arrest kill immediately 6 cops, and they don't arrest anybody. The cops don't know what the fuck to do. They can't find any of these people now, and the word's got out that he's a rat. And so now he's worried that his family's going to die, and so he has to then, he says, let me go. I will go back to Brooklyn, find my family, and get them out before, they're killed. And the cops are like, you can't do that. You'll turn on us, or you're going to kill again, or, you're still a criminal. We're going to give you the pass because you're ratting out everybody else. And, but then it turns out that they do let him go, and then he gets himself into he goes back to the people he knows are playing poker, all the like old mobsters that are playing poker somewhere. He goes to that place and just starts fucking shooting the place up. Right before the last person dies, like this new girl runs in, and apparently he knows her, and then it's over. So I mean, it's definitely a first issue. You don't go anywhere. It gives you the setup. The art is good. The faces are really done well, and there's the shading takes a lot. But I feel like some of the backgrounds, they're really computer generated, and I feel like some of the poses and stuff are probably like photo traced, and then
a lot of it looks like it's really just like generic backgrounds, too, where it's just a color.
And that's fine. I mean, this is just that's just not my thing. And then also, you see these two creators on here. I thought it was going to just really blow me out of the water, and it wasn't. I didn't get that complete tale. I mean, it's 1 out of 5, so I'm sure if you read all 5 at one time, it'd be a really good graphic novel because you're jumping right into a story. But I mean, it wasn't the best book of all time, so I'd totally give it a 3 out of 6 beers.
Oh, look at that.
And there it is. But Image 2008. That's cool. Throwbacks guy.
Little throwback. Little taste of this and that. And that's the cool thing with this guy, who's really experimental with his books that he always picked.
Yeah.
And I luckily picked out a hack slash. I've been a fan of this book, even though I don't know if I've cracked very many open, but the covers are always sexy.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely Casey Hack looking hot.
And of course, you get with your indie books, we open up and you got your stories on the first page. You get your credits, and you get story.
Mm-hmm.
And this just so cool. It opens up in a grungy strip club, and it's just dark colors, a lot of reds, purples, stuff like that. Artwork is just, it's cool. It's kind of semi-cartoony, which throws me off a little bit given the cover, but it definitely works for the story.
Chicks making out right there. That's hot.
It's so much
little
fun.
Little panty showing behind, little fan service for you.
There's always some upskirt and low angle shots in this book. But we had some mercenary shows up to Casey Hack?
Yep, Casey Hack,
Casey Hack.
And Vlad is her buddy, right?
Vlad, her little bodyguard, and they're going after someone called the Black Lamp, something of that sort.
More chicks kissing. Jesus Christ, dude! I love this book.
Yeah,
already.
there's
that is the guy. Doesn't that look like the guy who can stretch his arms from Street Fighter?
Dolphin?
Yeah.
He's actually a zombie African witch doctor.
Oh, exactly. There's a zombie African witch doctor too.
There's some sort of essence of life plant that these people have synthesized or whatever, and it's passed down through the bloodstream of these slashers or paladins.
Oh.
And there's some mean, laughing killer hyenas. Just such a cool intro to the story, even though it's 24.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's actually a concise piece of the book because you get it's a story arc in its own. This one single book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I can't go too much farther into this. You obviously just got to pick up Hack Slash to find out how good this book is. But in the back, we have a little bonus comic called Love Bunny and Mr. Hell.
Oh, nice.
And where Love Bunny is addressing Mr. Hell, saying, we don't have enough fans. And I've noticed that in manga books, the more panty a female character shows, the more popular.
Fan service for you.
And in comic books, the more skin a woman shows,
more titties for us.
So her answer was flesh-colored panties. And she says, I think it's working already. All my nemesis are talking about me. And they're saying, I think she had a wardrobe malfunction. She's smooth like a Barbie down there.
No, boy. We still want that badge.
But this whole run is together in the collection. We put it together the other day, so there's the whole story arc. Really excited to read through this whole thing, and I'm probably going to start up on that pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, they got those
6 out of 6 because it was a great story
because
in its own
chicks
book.
making out with each
There's
other. Jesus,
sexiness,
guy.
breasts, panties, butts, all the good stuff.
And I mean, they got those big omnibuses out, so you can go and just pick those up now. It's vetted by Devil's Due Publishing. That went under. They're under Image now, so yeah. Hack Slash, baby. Tim Saylor.
Oh my god. Well, on the flip side, you guys, I was lucky enough to draw a Marvel title and thought I would kind of know what the hell's going on. Turns out I don't. Ghost Rider issue 34, Jason Aaron on deck.
Boom.
It basically depicts a guy that drives across the country, and he calls himself the Highwayman, and he's just Starts out really nice, wants to outshine all the young drivers out there, but then he actually makes a deal with the devil, and his truck basically turns into the Black Rig, and he's serving the devil, and his stereo, his 8-track, is shoving a tape into somebody's mouth, and then somebody's head is his stick, and it's very grotesque. There's this group of truckers at the diner like, isn't that Big Ed coming through? Oh my God, he's not slowing down. And it shows Big Ed driving the truck, except his head's cut off, and his head's shoved on the front of the Black Rig. So Big Ed's truck shoves into the diner, blows the whole thing up. What a grotesque take on Ghost Rider. I mean, with that movie we were just watching, like,
that's no Nicolas Cage shit right there.
That's just not Nicolas Cage. That acting is, hell no.
I'm about to ghost.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. Danny Ketchum, though, Johnny Blaze's brother.
Yeah, I love that Ghost Rider.
You do?
Yeah.
I was ready to go off on it.
Why, dude? Oh, you
do it.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, oh, Tom likes it. I better not.
I better not. I thought it was just kind of douchey. All right, Johnny Blaze has a brother. What? No.
Dude, they're duels, man.
Whatever.
I've read this whole series.
Whatever.
I loved it. That art's awesome.
I don't know.
But I wanted that specific issue.
I wasn't crazy about that, but I don't know the character at all, so I can't knock it till I rock it. But
you get Gabe, and you say if he says is Danny's dumb, then you
yeah.
go with it.
No, okay.
I don't believe it.
But anyways, just a mean issue, guys. The nutshell of this is there's a lot of ass kicking, a lot of heads getting cut off. A bus full of hippies gets their heads cut off. It's brutal. It's relentless.
Yeah.
It's a fresh take on Ghost Rider, but again, I had no fucking clue what was going on.
I love this. It's like they take you to the South. It's like total Southern tale of
They
Ghost
did
Rider.
reach 929.
Yeah.
Somebody got their head lopped off on 929.
Boom, South Dakota.
Boom. So don't lose your head on the interstate. Boom. That's a comic book little tip.
That's a tip from us to you.
That issue, I'd give it a 4 out of 6.
4 to 6, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like some dumbing, and we've been watching VHS the movie. I felt like I heard something, and I don't know. Maybe Succubus is gonna kill us. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get a knife right to the throat. We got a camera on right now. It's kind of fucked up. I don't know if you guys seen VHS, but
don't watch it.
When we go back and watch through the video, there's gonna be people behind us.
But anyway, yeah, I was just thought that was funny. But anyway, guys, God damn it, we made it 100 episodes. I mean, we've talked. Think of what are some of you guys' favorite episodes?
Favorite episodes?
Yeah, can you pop that right off?
Cactus Man, Halloween.
Yeah, you were pretty classic. I rolled deep.
Yeah, dude, that was dumb.
So silly, and that was actually before my time. That was one of the episodes I picked up during that winter is when I started coming on board. And that was one of the handful of episodes I had watched to kind of get the feel before I actually edited any of the episodes.
Oh yeah, those Halloween episodes are cool.
So much fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, once again, you guys better check out that recent one with John's badass Two-Face costume.
Yeah. John was over here the other night, he says, did you see my Two-Face costume?
Yeah, dude, I totally fucked, oh my god. Like, I was like, did you ever see my costume? I was gonna whip out my phone, show the picture. I'm such a douche.
Wow. Well, sometimes Skyler misses so many episodes, we forget he's part of the crew.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Definitely. How about you, John?
My favorite, The Great Debate.
Oh yeah, The Great Debate.
That was fun.
It's hilarious.
Very, very
Our first true use of green screen the whole time.
Many more to come.
Yep.
It'll be amazing.
Definitely now.
That was my favorite.
Ridiculous. And it was just so fun to argue with you as a politician. And definitely.
Your hair was pretty banging, too.
Yes, definitely. I got it cut for that. It's grown since then. But definitely check that out. Great debate. I always liked when we did like the full Marvel issue and then the DC issue. Yeah. Both of those were like back to back, and those are super fun. We try to keep it positive, but then it was still really hard. And
what's going right?
Yeah, totally. But I think we're so passionate about that subject that it really came out. And then what's wrong with comics, what's right with comics. I like both of those episodes. They were like back to back, and like I love talking about like what's right and wrong with comics. So like those ones were super fun for me.
I think while you're on that note, I got to bring up the Image episode because. That was one, I believe that was the one we had some guest producers on the intro where I turned my computer over to a couple of friends that were in some of my media classes. and just let them go wild. So the intro is all just bizarre, full of
there's so many effects. Not even the intro goes in like 12, 20 minutes in.
It was a large portion.
John sent me a message after that. It was like, did you see what Skyler did with that fucking video? Was he gonna do this like every time?
This was borderline
so
firing
fucking
for me.
funny, and it was. I remember telling people to watch it. They're like, "What the hell's wrong with your guys' video?" I was like, "We got a fucked up editing guy." But yeah, that was funny. I forgot about that.
I just wanted to give some people some weird.
Yeah, something to tell you. You're fired. You fired. Episode 100.
Episode 100. You heard it first. Yeah.
All right, you're hired back. You're lucky.
That didn't last long. Yeah, you're lucky.
You're lucky.
You're lucky. I put up this screen.
Definitely. All right, guys. And what else? 100 episodes. We've got to do some sweet creators. We got. I mean, think of all the cool stuff that we've got.
Yeah, dude. This swag.
I mean, yeah, so fun, dude. Thanks, Locus Mortis, again for all that cool package from Ireland. We've got, Kings of the Overgrove. We got I don't know. There's been a couple other really cool creators. Eric Evenson was really fun.
Swag
exactly.
Places, all this good stuff.
So many cool things, and I mean, such great people that we've had follow us forever, like Comic Book Dude, Met him at the conventions, Nick Fury, and Locus Mortis, and all the guys at IMJ that always watch us, and then the cool community that like John got us into with like Philip and Mark and Chloe and and all the other guys from like Comic Book Talk and all those. I mean, that was super fun. Hopefully you guys are still checking all that out. But it's like cool that before this, 100 episodes ago, none of this shit would have been about it all. We would have just gone about our mundane lives, and now we've had this like avenue to put like a little bit of creativity and like a little bit of escapism into this fun TV show, and hopefully you guys enjoy it still. I mean, fuck, it's super fun for us to do. I mean, I still love talking about comics.
And people are still tuning in, so this is a thank you to you guys. 100
Definitely.
episodes for you. This is why we do it. We enjoy pleasing our viewers.
There you go.
Fuck yeah! All right, guys. But anything else you guys want to bring up or talk about, Johnny boy?
It's gonna be a good winter. It's gonna be a good fall.
Straight up,
we got
man.
stuff to talk about. We got movies to see this week.
We got fucking
We got places to be. So
we got movies to see. Comics to Lazarus Pit. I mean, it's going down this summer. John's reopening the Lazarus Pit. And it is going down. It's gonna have. I feel like you're gonna have to expand because we're gonna have so many comics that we're just gonna need to destroy.
I'm excited.
And they're gonna just come back shitty as fuck.
And don't think I've forgotten about Thunderbolts 1 and 2, you guys. I still got those.
Definitely. But yes. Alright, yeah, well, if nothing else, guys.
Nothing else.
I mean, I want to say thanks again for watching, and thanks again for, putting up with my shit, and, being my sidekick, because I'm obviously the star here.
Yeah, clearly. Tom and Friends.
Like your front row center.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure it's more like this.
Just kidding, boys. Wouldn't be the same if I didn't have you two next to me. But yeah, anyway. Alright, guys. Comic Book Look, Facebook, our Gmail, Twitter.
Yeah, check us out next
John On Demand, Twitter.
You guys know the drill.
Oh.
As always, we're going to be going to the fjords of Norway next week. This week sometime, whenever you guys see the video. But it's going to be amazing. We're going to throw the horns up, keep it Midwestern, grab a beer this winter.
Hope for some Natalie Portman cleavage or some good butt shots.
I just totally took the wind out of my outro. I'm totally kidding. Anyways.
Alright, we're done.
Anyways.
I don't think so.
Welcome to A Comic Book Look, everyone. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it. My name's John, a.k.a. Comic Book Calamity Jane. Back in the saddle, we are. Over here on the left, I got my co-host extraordinaire, Tommy Dizzle, a.k.a. There Can Be Only One. Reason for the season. Yes, sir. In the middle, we got Skyler, cameraman extraordinaire. Always making us look so fresh, so crisp. 1080. What?
Dominating.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, man. It's good to be back, you guys. Good to be back. We just rocked a seriously awesome Long Box Confidential for you.
I know you liked it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, Short Box Confidential. And, we thought, since it's issue 100, we got to give you, a full two-parter. So, this is, another episode in an episode I hope you're enjoying it.
It's like the B-roll.
Exactly. This is the B-roll. This is the, back at the, a normal studio, away from the special effects studio.
Yeah.
And, we're just basically just lounging and have a good time, trying to stay warm now that it's part B. Issue 100 was like not too cold.
Right.
Now we're going negative
blizzard.
33 degrees wind chill. So
Wendigos wandering around eating the citizens of Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I saw 4 Wendigos in a pack.
Yeah.
I just sleep in a tauntaun last night.
God damn it. Oh, I need that lightsaber back, by the way.
What?
That's mine. You're not a Jedi.
I gotta use that to keep warm tonight. Tauntaun's cooled down significantly.
Oh no. Terrible.
It even smells worse on the inside. Okay, but yes, guys, I mean, issue 100, comic book look. I mean, we've been fucking repping for so long. 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Nobody goes 100 episodes, but we do.
Yeah.
So yes, I can't fucking wait to continue this shit forever. Even if we aren't able to do it every single week, we are still trying our best. Come on, guys, it's fucking busy season. I got 3 kids.
Exactly.
John has a new boyfriend.
What? Oh, yeah, dude. Off the market.
Off
the market for sure.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
And we got to give a shout out, Ken.
Ken,
I haven't met you yet.
and you're awesome.
I'm disappointed about that because let me tell you, I'm pretty protective over John.
Yep.
All
This
right.
is the weeding ground right here.
Yeah, all right.
Gotta get
Yeah.
past us.
You guys will get to know Ken. I'm sure he's a nerd from a different realm. He
Oh,
likes
yeah.
Doctor Who, likes the Star Trek. I like my Star Trek. So we agreed on the Borg are awesome. And,
Big-
yeah.
The Borg are awesome.
Dude, we totally made out to the Borg. It was awesome.
But yes, dude. Just it's so great.
It's been a crazy season, though.
I know.
Yeah, that's
so
why.
that's why it's so.
kind of why we haven't been around. Skyler is like doing a million things around his house, and
Yep. Basement flooded.
Well, yeah.
That's
really?
always good. Oh yeah.
wow.
Well, when you get like
Yeah.
a shit ton of snow, and
Yeah.
it just happens. But it is good that it's issue 100 and it's like all fresh because we have all this new shit in our life. Skylar has a brand new bathroom that he didn't necessarily want to redo, but he did. And then
Well, it had to be done.
Is that with the
what they
Marvel
say.
counter?
Oh yeah. Well, switching
We're actually just going straight diamond.
Oh, okay.
Just linoleum, or not linoleum, but tiled.
Yeah,
Diamond.
Tile Diamond. He has a big sign on it. Just calls it
I've been
the
getting
Emma
some big
Frost room.
kickbacks lately.
In the
So.
Frost room?
Yeah.
You walked all over?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
What?
we are going to get in some comic reviews, and we want to jump into this. I mean, that's why you guys watch us. We love comics. We want you to know how we feel about comics, and we're going to continue to do that. Me and John, obviously the strong readers of comics, even when we're busy, we have been lacking of sorts. And by lacking, that means we still read comics, just maybe there goes a couple days where we don't.
Yeah.
Where Skyler, he's still repping on about 2 years without reading a comic. But he's going to change that.
Comics occasionally.
He has a pretty bitching collection, as we learned.
No,
though. I was
I'm
pretty
totally playing.
surprised.
Obviously, you saw him read a comic earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
Just like to give you a shit, buddy. But
One more.
I'm going right away.
All right.
I'll just do 2 at the same time.
Oh, dude, that first one was so trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
I have it, yeah.
See, you're talking shit about it.
No, it's like
Okay, well, yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah, it's super
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, but
I
it's like
loved
totally Silver Agey. And
Friends
I
of
think
the show, comic book men.
Yeah.
A couple of the guys from that show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That we're working on a collaborative episode.
Obviously.
We're actually in talks right now.
I was just texting Walt and Bri today, and it was just, those guys are always so funny talking about their new TESD episode, that strictly Christmas episode, which is bomb as fuck, the podcast. But I'm not just talking about the podcast today, so let's get seriously into Cryptozoic Man.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about all these other things. If you don't know who they are, that's for the best. This is just a comic book that Dynamite is putting out,
Yeah.
and it is. The best part about this book is I like things that are different than anything else.
Right.
There's no doubt this is like has really horror tones, the way it's written, the weird oddities, but then it has this crazy like 70s sci-fi aspect to it where during the first reading I was trying to get through it really quick. I had my kids around and I didn't get it and I didn't really like it. Today I just sat down and I read the first one and the second one back to back and I just fucking thought it was so awesome. It's basically this guy, Alan Osterman. He is like his daughter gets sucked into this other dimension, and aliens overtake him and create him into this monster, which is part Jersey Devil, part Loch Ness Monster, part all these, the different, they call it, like, crypto characters, which are, like, werewolf, all the different ones all together. And then he's like battling this pig man the whole time, who then, takes off his mask, and it's just pure light, and then shows him to go into this other, like, dimension. And then the whole second issue is just him in this crazy dimension. He doesn't know what's going on. He meets this odd old man character who kind of seems all powerful, and he's just trying to get his daughter out of this crazy dimension. It's really fucking trippy. All the shit is super crazy. It's done in definitely a really fun Silver Age tone. So, the art is kind of weird, because sometimes it'll be like painted colors, and then other times it's just regular colors, and it plays a good contrast. Yeah. But yeah, there's it's super fun, and it's definitely worth a pickup. I can totally see how people would not like it, though. If you're not into, like, horror things at all, or don't think any of this really weird shit or trippy shit is good at all, then this is not for you. If you were looking for, like, a really straightforward story, then you're probably not looking for this. But, I gotta say, Walt Flanagan and Brian Johnson really did a great job on this, and, I'm gonna continue to pick it up as well. For sure.
Got any ratings for us there?
Oh, yeah. And so, what would you think of it first, John? You said you read the first issue.
Yeah, honestly, this was probably one of the craziest things. I actually got this around our Halloween episode, I believe, and I had read it, and then I totally forgot to bring it with, because I remember being on fire about just how bizarre it was.
Yeah, this is
very fitting for the season. I loved it. So, I haven't read the second issue, but the first one, seriously, guys, if you want something that's just fun and different, totally check it out.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, this is like, has a big Kirby-inspired guy in back, and this is like a whole nother dimension. He has the Kirby bubbles. They talk about, like, a different place other than Area 51. Alan Osterman, like, gets offered this giant lab in this dimension that looks all trippy and crazy, and you don't know if this is, like, real life or what's going on, but in the end it looks like he's going to be tricked. And the very last page is really disturbing, but awesome in the same way. Because he finally sees blank. Sorry, I'm not going to tell you. But then look how disgusting and what if I just picture myself in that situation? Like,
oh no.
So yeah,
one of the freaks.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm glad you liked it, John. As a whole, I'll definitely give that a 5 out of 6 beers. Not perfect because the art isn't perfect. It would probably get 4 out of 6 if it wasn't my favorite podcasters doing the book as well. But I loved it, and I recommend it for everybody else into weird shit.
Yeah, I love it when it's that, like, weird, other-dimensional type of, or, like, dreamscape kind of thing, where they can really get weird about trying out the different kinds of art, and just mixing up, like, there was a couple of things I was looking at earlier, in something we'll get to in another episode, but where there's actual pictures mixed in with the drawn art, and sometimes that can be really cool. Sometimes it's really weird and off-putting. But I enjoy it when it's done right.
I agree. There's ways that you can do it really well when you bring in actual pictures, into the...
Well, I'm just talking mixing up different forms of art. Like,
I got you.
Yeah, mediums like, say, watercolors and print and oil painting.
Gotcha. Yeah, word. And they do it well in that, so... Sweet! What book are you reviewing now, Sky?
I'm reviewing Uncanny Avengers, number 14.
Yo, what? Okay.
I'm going to do it through John, though. He's my puppet here.
Okay. I'm not even going to go there. Okay, so anyways, I'm supposed to be reviewing one book. This is actually, I just wanted to mention this as an honorable shout-out for a series. Uncanny Avengers, you guys, has actually been pretty freaking solid overall. Issue 14 here. Rogue's got her Wolverine claw. She's going after the Scarlet Witch. V is for Vendetta. You got rid of the mutant race. I'm coming for you, bitch, is what the issue's saying. But there's so much going on in here. Wonder Man with his shirt off in the previous few episodes. Oh, my God. Just don't quit.
So much is going on, such as really crazy things like Wonder Man has his shirt off.
Yeah.
That, I don't know.
It's agreeable. I can agree with the book.
It's mentionable.
It's definitely mentionable. What is going on?
Oh, don't worry. Just keep going.
Skyler, I'm scared. Ultimately, though, I mean,
I can't do a comic book look without a beer.
Oh, that's true. The series as a whole, though, basically what's going on, the Apocalypse Twins, end of the world kind of stuff, new 4 horsemen, including 2 members of my favorite team ever, the Dark Avengers, the Sentry and Daken are on the team, along with Banshee.
Sentry's back?
Yeah.
I thought he would disappear into the sun.
Yeah.
How do you get out of that
Carnage, and look how that went.
Well, I guess, so he's back as a horseman, so he's like back from the dead or something.
Yeah, they're all purple face, red eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
but,
so while we're on this, I gotta air a little beef here, because Tom is surprised that a comic book character has died and come back.
No.
What in comic book history makes this a surprise?
I'm not surprised at all. I just didn't know that it came back. And it's also just like, nobody liked the Sentry. Like, if there was going to be a character to keep away, have it be the Sentry. He's all-powerful. He's basically Superman in Marvel Universe, except he has crazy mental problems. Yeah. So it's like, just please don't have him in again, because he's like, oh, you bring him into a situation, he can fix it in a second. He's super fast, super strong. Yeah. No, he has no weaknesses.
Yeah. He's a stupid button.
Yeah. Okay. And it's fucking, and exactly, for writers, I mean, that's... keep them out of there. And I actually thought they were, because I've never met somebody that's like, man, I love the Sentry.
Dude, I like that.
No, you weren't even then, though. You weren't. I mean, like, I totally never heard you say I love the Dark Avengers, and I love,
He might have said it, but he's like, I kind of like the Sentry.
Yeah, but the Sentry is nobody's favorite, John. You know what I mean?
I know. I don't want to talk about it.
But yes, he's a little puppet. But it's interesting he's back though.
Yeah. Speaking of it's interesting he's back, this is interesting. Amazing X-Men issue 1 really didn't do anything for me. And it's like the big return of Nightcrawler, right? So everyone's creaming in their pants over this. And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. Well, issue 1 kind of blew, actually, in my opinion. But issue 2 was actually a lot of fun.
Nice.
So Jason Aaron, a man after my heart, decided to step it up a little bit, have some fun with this issue. So much happened. First of all, North Star from Alpha Flight on the cover. Yes, please. Nightcrawler is really not in the book, which I'm okay with. You get to see some character development. Firestar is on the X-Men, and the second day she finds herself in hell, accompanied by Iceman, and you can imagine how effective he is there. And then Storm doesn't have any weather to manipulate in hell, so she's equally as effective. So very unique situation. Hell froze over in this book. Spoiler alert, Iceman was like, no, there's all these people running at us, so he throws hell over. It's, passed out, pretty much. So that was an entertaining scene. North Star's awesome.
Powerful now, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's going crazy. So seeing these two together again reminds me of that Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Which my daughter's been watching all the time on Netflix, so yeah, I see it all the time.
You're right, yes.
I don't even like that one. It's like the worst one.
So, honestly, I didn't think I would pick up the second issue, but I went out on a whim, decided to try it, and I'm glad I did. I hope that the return of Nightcrawler is a little more deep, because his death was deep, and there was a good impact to it, a hand going through his chest, So I hope that it's not like, oh, I'm just back. I hope that there's something to it. I hope that there's a lot of character development between him and Logan, like that issue 1000 or whatever it was, where Logan was lugging the piano to the church or whatever.
Yep. Oh yeah, we've talked about it multiple times. Such a great issue.
Nothing but respect for that issue. So it just deserves. If he's coming back, give him a proper revival. Do I think it's too soon? Absolutely. But it wasn't yesterday.
No, it was. It was 2 years ago.
Right. Yeah. But for me, it feels like it was yesterday, just because I'm so plugged in. I don't know.
Yeah.
So. Ultimately, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 6 beers. I enjoyed it. Way better than the first issue, so I'll probably pick up issue 3.
Oh, yeah. I have one discrepancy about what you said. That you said you were going on a limb to pick this book up.
Yes. I'm fat, and many limbs don't hold me.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But is it really that big of a limb that you're going to pick up an X-Men book that has to do with, like, Nightcrawler coming back and, like, has your favorite character on the cover from...
Especially Adjective X-Men.
I think we'd more be on a limb, like, if you pass this over, I'd be like, what?
You stopped?
So, no.
So what you're saying is you're back on
In my defense, I do not pick up the normal X-Men book that they started.
That's true. I know you don't.
I do not. I stopped picking up Cable and the X-Force. I tried one issue and I was like, this is crap.
They don't have Alpha Flight in it, though.
I know.
Hey, just because you stopped drinking the beer you used to doesn't mean you're back off the wagon.
I know.
That's funny. But yes, no,
I do have a problem, I admit it. All right.
That's the first step.
And I'm glad to hear that it's like, it's a really fun issue, though, because I know that Jason Aaron does really fun stuff with the X-Men, and he's such a good guy to handle Nightcrawler. I hope he does it well. He's kind of, seems like recently he's been really sucking that Marvel corporate Disney titty and not putting out any indie books and just really fucking digging deep in there and probably making a nice bank load of cash, and then hopefully he just quits completely and does indie books soon, or at least put something out. But anyways, that's really sweet, and but we don't want to go too far. Okay, we don't want to go too long because our people our episodes need to be accessible.
Right.
Yep, they need to be accessible. So, John, give us a little closeout and a shutdown and a little outro and a kind of conclusion to the episode.
Such pressure. Oh my God.
Can you do that?
I can't handle it. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys again for rocking with us. 100 issues till the wheels fall off, and then some. I'm pretty sure we've done more than 100, and our YouTube views got shattered across the 2 accounts. So who fucking knows where we're at these days? But whatever. We're doing awesome. We still get subscription emails every day. Love it. Love that you guys are tuning in. Keep the comments coming. Send us fan mail. We got a letter the other day. It was pretty bomb. So I was cracking up about that. We love you guys all, and we love what we do. And definitely, as always, at this holiday season, I can't stress enough, have fun with family and friends, but make sure you hit up that local comic shop. Vote with your dollars. If you see a shiny cover for your boy, send it my way. And as always, keep it comics for sure, man.